This is the 2022 KTM 250XC. I left the truck 3 minutes ago. The bike is up to 130 degrees, so we are almost up to operating temperature. The last time, oh wow, that's tight. The last time I was out on this bike, we didn't get very far before we hit the snow. So this is a different trail. We're gonna give this a go. So here's what I need you to know right now. The last time I was out riding, I try not to ride, if I can, I try not to ride the same bike twice in a row. I mean, sometimes I do, right? But I try not to. So the last time I was out, I was on my Honda 450 RX. And that's an awesome bike, right? But today, you better believe it, boys, I am out on the bike that just does it for me, man. This 250XC, holy Jezebel. It's light, it's quick, it's torquey, it's powerful. And obviously I'm not like cruising super fast right through here because the trails, you know, doesn't really allow for that right at the moment. But that's the beauty of this mofo. This bike can do it all. It literally is a do-it-all, go anywhere, mother brother. I love this sucker. And like you notice, I notice right off the bat, getting onto it, just how much more compliant it is. Like the XC is more of, it's a stiffer, you know, overall platform than like the XCWs in the KTM lineup. But still, when you jump off of like the Honda and you come over to this thing, you immediately feel that this thing is just built and designed and bred for off-road. It just soaks things up better, you know? And this is set in like standard configuration on the clickers. I haven't even touched a clicker on this sucker. I'm running a little bit less air pressure in the fork than what the manual suggests, but not drastically so. In the 2022 valving, I'm finding, you know, 130 PSI is kind of the sweet spot for me. With my gear on, I'm probably pushing 190 pounds. Had a lot of gear. I mean, my backpack is 15 pounds today, if it's anything, you know. So anyway, the bike is just more compliant. It's just more chipper. This bike is more chipper than the Honda. Like, she's more playful. She's a feisty little sucker. And I fetchin' love her. I don't know if you can tell by the sound of my voice. This is my girlfriend for today. Letting the bike flow beneath me, squeezing onto her with my legs, trying to stay light on my feet, let the bike work beneath me. On my hands, I'm covering the brake, well, on this trail, I'm mostly covering both brakes. I do slip my foot back a little bit, my right foot off the brake. I'll slip it back every now and again, and then I'll shift it forward, but like I have not hardly even taken my finger. See how my finger's covering the clutch? That's pretty much where she resides, is covering that clutch. Love this area. Love this area. Love this bike. Love my job. You know, you guys are the reason why this is even possible. And this will be a sweepstakes bike later in the year that I will give away. Probably be December of this year, because I want to ride this bike. all throughout the, you know, spring, summer, and fall, because this is my jam, dude. This mother brother is my jam, this bike. Just the other day, KTM released the 2023 XC models. They're changing and going away from TPI, the transfer port injection, to a, oh man, it's dangerous. Going to a throttle body injection. The XC bikes will be pre-mixed. I did an hour-long live video about it recently. I was complaining about they had listed on the website that they were going to do a 5-speed transmission in the XC bikes, and I was pissed because the transmission is one of my favorite things about these XCs, the 6-speed semi-close ratio. Well, then I wake up today, ooh, that was close. Then I wake up today and they are listing it as a 6-speed. But I've been hearing rumors that it might be the XCW transmission, which I don't like as much. If you follow the channel, you've heard me talk about that at length. I'd probably prefer the XCW transmission over the 5-speed MX transmission to go in these XC bikes, but I really hope that it's still the XC semi-close ratio 6-speed transmission going forward. I hope that is the case. So we'll just have to see. Maybe by the time this video sees the light of day, maybe we'll have more information. Maybe somebody from KTM will reach out to me. I doubt it, because they never really have to answer that question. But yeah, there's rumors flying around. KTM is like notorious for putting erroneous information on their website. See, we're in 3rd gear, just kind of cruising through there like a fighter jet. I love this bike in 3rd gear. Listen to that thing lug. She just lugs and she rolls. Gosh, I love this bike. Shift down to 2nd, pop off that, then I'll grab 3rd, back, and keep rolling. But yeah, they have, I've watched over the years, the last 10, 11 years, KTM continuously, when they make an update, they continually flub it and have the wrong information. Shift back down to 2nd. The wrong information on their website is so annoying. But the changes overall, if you watch that video, overall the changes that I can see, all the changes that they're making, it's an entirely new bike in 2023. It's a new frame, it's a new motor, it's a new bloody everything. As near as I can tell, about the only thing that's going to carry over is the handlebars and the brakes. Everything else, I'm talking even wheels, spoke nipples, everything. Everything else is new on the 2023 bikes, and I'm not even exaggerating. It's insane. It's the biggest change to the overall XC line that I have ever seen. Shifted down to 1st right there. Now I'm back up to 2nd. The only thing that even compares was in 2017 when they did an all-new motor and counterbalanced their motor, changed the position of the starter, and went air forks on the bike. That's the only other time that they've even remotely changed as much stuff as they're changing in this 2023 model year. You know, they'll have updates every year. Some are minor, some are not as minor. And this year, the 2023 model year, which I have a 250XC on order, probably won't be here until October or November if I'm lucky. But it's a freaking all new bike all the way around. So some of the changes are, you know, awesome. Like with it's going to be a premix bike. It will not have oil injection in 2023. You'll be premixing the oil in the gas just like we did before, and then they'll be injecting the fuel in the throttle body, which I'm excited about. It says that they are listening to people, because, you know, a big complaint that a lot of people had, and I don't know that it was super well founded, but whatever, was the oil pump, because people were concerned that if their oil pump failed on a TPI bike, then it would burn down. And I'm not saying that hasn't happened to anyone. I'm just saying I've had like 20 of them. It's never happened to me. Between me and my smallish circle of riding buddies, we have somewhere between 2,000 and 3,000 motor hours, and not a single point of failure on those bikes to anything other than a fuse. I blew a fuse on a bike, a 2019 TPI bike. So yeah, they're also dropping the kickstart, which we knew, and I'm just going to shut up about that, because all I'm doing is wasting energy and breath by talking about the backup kickstarters. But yeah, tons of cool things, or tons of changes, some good and some we need to just kind of wait and see. My biggest complaint was the change of transmission, and we need to find out if that's actually really even a thing. That was back in first gear, now back to second. Today on the bike I am running the venerable Bridgestone M59 on the front. This is my favorite front tire all around for this type of riding. I'm also running one of my all-time favorite rear tires, which is the Dunlop AT81EX. It's a super gummy tire. Performs exceptionally well. Wears out crazy fast. I don't know of another tire that wears out faster than this one. My biggest complaint with this tire, though, is that it is very soft and it doesn't really hold plugs. So that's third gear. I can't do that. I'm running tubeless on the bike as normal, because I love that, the adjustability aspect of it. But yeah, I'm running tubeless, and the Dunlop AT81EX does not have a stiff enough carcass to where plugs will really stick in this tire. So you get a puncture, and it's really hard to get a plug to stay in there. That's the problem with this tire. So it's hard for me to recommend it on a wholesale basis. If you're running moose bibs, and you know, so flats are not going to be an issue, and you want a tire that performs like crazy for 10 or 15 hours, the Dunlop AT81EX is something you should definitely look at. They've come down in price a lot from where they used to be. I had a few in my shop, and so I put it on this bike, and that's the story there. So yeah, go up and check me some snow levels. I've been jabbering on here for a minute, so I'll probably stop the camera and cut you guys loose. So until next time, thanks for watching. Leave a single track.